Hello, I'm a guy that likes to talk about 80s music, and today I want to talk about the band Power Station and their song Get It On, Bang a Gong. Who? I don't know how many people remember Power Station. They were like an 80s supergroup. Two of the members were Andy Taylor and John Taylor from the band Duran Duran. Andy Taylor was the guitarist, and John Taylor was the bass player. That's how big Duran Duran was at the time. They were a band that was so big they had spin-offs. You know how when a TV show was real popular, they'd have spin-offs like Happy Days was so washed that it had spin-offs. Laverne and Shirley, Mork and Mindy, Joni Loves Chachi. MASH had spin-offs. All in the Family had spin-offs, and Duran Duran had spin-offs. There was a Power Station, and then some other guys in the band went and formed Arcadia. But anyway, the singer for Power Station was Robert Palmer. You know, he's probably most famous for singing Addicted to Love. But this was before Addicted to Love. I think at the time his most famous song might have been Doctor, Doctor, Give Me the News, I've Got a Bad Case of Loving You. And the drummer was from the band Chic. Cheek was the band that did Freak Out, Live Freak, Live Freak, and a song called Good Times, Good Times. But I forgot the guy's name, which I shouldn't forget the guy's name because the drums were very much an important part of Power Station. The song was on my mind because I was talking about the song Mad About You from Belinda Carlisle and how the guitar solo was done by Andy Taylor. It sounded like something you wouldn't expect from him if you just knew him from Duran Duran. But, you know, I think Andy wanted to rock. And he wanted to play some licks. And you can definitely hear that on Power Station. If it had guitar solos, not sax solos. Of course, John Taylor was, he was looking like he was enjoying himself too, you know. And the drummer was putting out some beats that you wouldn't hear on a Cheek song. They had two songs that got popular. One was Some Like It Hot, which would one day become a commercial for a Burger King. And this one, the title is Get It On, and then in parentheses, it's Bang a Gong. What a funny title. I mean, the term get it on can mean different things. I mean, it could mean to get into a fight. It could mean everybody dance, and it could mean something else. If Belle Biv DeVoe was saying get it on, yeah, you'd know what that meant. But so what does it mean when by getting it on you bang a gong? I have no idea. It sounds funny when you stop and think about it. And I watched the video and there's no gongs and nobody banging a gong, so I guess they didn't get it on. It was actually a cover song from a band called T-Rex. Now, T-Rex was a really big band in England in the early 1970s. They were like one of the main glam rock bands back when glam rock was a big thing in England. They never did become big in America, though. So like when listening to The Who's, the song You Better You Bet, they sing about getting drunk to the sounds of O.T. Rex. And it took me a while to figure out what that line meant. You know, they're singing about drinking and listening to a band called T-Rex. I guess if you were a British rock fan, you would immediately get that, but I was an American boy. When I hear this song, I usually have this picture in my head of the video. I always picture that silhouette of that sexy woman dancing all sexy inside that flame. It was like an animated flame. And it actually reminds me of a line from a Duran Duran song, A View to a Kill. In that song, they sing about dancing to the fire. I don't know which came first. Did someone hear that line and say, "Oh, that's a neat image. Let's put that in our video," or did Simon Le Bon see the video and say, "Hey, that looks cool. I'm gonna go dancing inside a fire with her." I don't know which came first. And Robert Palmer, boy, he looks so interesting in that video. He's got this mellow, laid back persona anyway. And you know, you see him, he's all dressed up in a suit and tie, and he almost looks like one of the band members' fathers, or maybe he was the teacher or something that they brought in to sing, you know. Like the band is just rocking out, rocking all around him, seeming to enjoy playing this song and being around these women. And Palmer looks like he just wants to read his newspaper. I'm just here to sing this song and leave me alone, let me read my paper, you know. He sounds good in it though. Anyways, I guess I should go do something productive. I've had my fun for the day. Get it on.